Hi everybody, this is Lauren of planmoshplan. Welcome back to another Plan With Me. This week I am using the Dreamy Days kit from GP Sticker Studio. This is the week that I came back from Hawaii and I was so wiped when I came back. Oh my goodness. So I wanted something that would be really light and airy and I was just exhausted from the time change and my flight being really delayed and whatever, and going back to work full time after vacation. You're like, who am I? What do I do? Do I work here? What's my job? Where am I? So I wanted a kit that would just kind of reflect the days that I was in from coming back. So this kit from GP Sticker Studio is perfect. It's so beautiful. If you're not new here, if you followed me for a while now, you probably know that I love GP Sticker Studio, and I love her mixed media kits where she has photography elements, and although there's not a lot in here, I think it's really just the bottom washi and then a lot of artwork that's custom to her shop. I think it's just so beautiful. And I also liked the light I think this kit would go really well in early fall, and then late winter transitioning into spring with the kind of icy colors. I don't know. I think it was really good for it's September, but where I live in Northern California, fall doesn't really hit till October. So it's fall, but kind of anytime, but not. I don't know. I thought it was really beautiful. And I really love the spread that I ended up creating with the kit. I tried to take it easy and not go overboard, which I have a tendency to do, and I think it just turned out really light and pretty and fresh, so I'm a big fan. I'm just laying down the full boxes, whiting out the date covers because I was laying down the full boxes, lining them up with the bottom of the box, which means that the headers of the top row would kind of go into where the dates are written down. So I whited out those, and then I just spaced out the full boxes kind of throughout the kit, and then I put these kind of patterned, they're not quite glitter headers, they're more of a soft pattern. I don't know, I love them. She does them in a lot of her kits. I love the color of them. And I wish I had foil that color, although I feel like the ivory foil I got from Rose Color Days might have worked well with that, but I don't have enough of it. I ended up going with silver. You'll see if you haven't already. Oh, you did see I showed at the beginning of the video, I showed all the silver foil that I was going to use. So anyways, I put down the pattern headers, and then what is happening here? Did I put this part in twice? Okay, sorry, I confused myself. I didn't put this part in twice, just a weird jump cut. Anyways, put down all the headers, and then these headers are actually oops headers from the Tasseled Planner. I posted about them on Instagram when I was actually filming this or and planning in it, because they are not quite, they're a little warm for some of the colors in the kit. They're warmer than the purple, but not quite as light as the peachier colors. But I don't know, a lot of people, I took a poll and a lot of people voted that they were good for this kit, and after laying them down, I agree. I actually think they look really nice, even though I was very skeptical of them before. And again, these were an oops bag that I got, and I'm whoa, I guess the bows are a little bit high and off center, but I think it looks really nice. And then I'm using let's see, I'm finding some date dots. I'm not sure which ones I end up using. I think probably the ones from the Giving Girl to put down the dates. So anyways, I'm gonna try and find one of the questions that I asked for my Instagram. Let's see where I left off. Okay, so someone asked me from my Instagram poll, just for the boring parts of my video, sometimes I like to do this. They asked me, how did you know what you wanted to do career-wise / what did you study in college? Smiley face. So I really kind of fell into my career. I studied philosophy in college, which sounds like the start to a bad joke, but I love philosophy. I've always considered myself to be not really an academic, but I've always loved learning and being in school and thinking and just getting really into classes where I can like really think deeply and differently about things. It's always like ever since I was a kid, I can remember being really into school in that way, like hating homework but loving being in class, if that makes sense. So I fell into a philosophy class my freshman year of college, and I was obsessed. I read this book called Justice by Michael Sandel in my philosophy class. If you ever are interested in philosophy, I would totally recommend that book. It's very like digestible, easy to read, like beginner's guide to philosophy kind of, just different like ethics in philosophy, ethical theories. But anyways, I read that book and I loved my professor, and I was like, I think I should do this. Like at the time I thought I wanted to be a makeup artist as a career, so I was like, I just need to get my degree, so like I'll keep my options open, and but like whatever I get my degree in doesn't really matter. And my parents were super supportive of that. They're like, Lauren, as long as you get a degree, you can do whatever you want to do. And I don't regret it for a second. I loved philosophy. It was really, really difficult and really trying at times, but yeah, and obvious and just kind of hard too, because I knew that I didn't want to go into law, and that's kind of the only clear like career path besides being a professor, I think, that you get from philosophy. And I knew I didn't want that, so I was kind of leaving it open-ended, like, oh, I'll probably be a makeup artist, but I don't know. And then after college, I didn't quite know what to do. I took some time and was just kind of doing a favor to my old dance studio by directing some of their tap team, well, all their tap teams. I used to be a competitive dancer for years and years and years. And then when I came back from college, the owner of my old dance studio was in kind of a tough spot with one of her directors quitting. So I did that for not even a year. I told her just I would do it through the rest of their season, because the girls, and well, boys too, their coach quit mid-season. So I did that, and then I was like, okay, I'll do tech sales, because that's kind of what everyone that I knew was doing at the time, and it was very like easy to get a job in, and you made money and whatever. So I had a couple jobs in tech sales, and I never really liked it, and I didn't know what I wanted to do as my career. So I don't know, I ended up, I was thinking I was going to go back to school again, and I was also thinking maybe I don't know, I didn't really know. So I ended up going through a temp agency, just thinking I'm going to try out a lot of different jobs and see what my career path like is and what it'll work out to be. And I landed in the position I am now, and I'm so grateful and thankful. And sometimes like you just kind of have to like close your eyes and do your best and hope things work out. And that's kind of, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of what happened. I don't know if this is like my career forever, but I did end up in the beauty industry, which is where I always wanted to be. And I just feel like it worked out really well. I don't know if like this career will be my forever career, but I think I'm on the right path and going in the right direction, which has relieved a lot of the stress in my life that I've had since I graduated college. So that's a little convoluted, but I hope that helps if for whoever asked that. And I know I get a lot of questions about my career in general. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, there's a lot more to it, but that's a short history. Okay, so starting on Monday, I'm marking that my time card was due as always. I didn't have much of a time card because I didn't work the previous week, but I still had to submit that. So I used a arrow from the personal size kit. I got both the personal and the full kit, and then I put a foil sticker from Rose Colored Days, a $sign over it. And then for my meetings, instead of using a meeting script this week, I decided to use these bows from White Deer Stationery, because the colors I thought matched the kits really well. And then I took these asterisks from their foiled asterisks from Simply Watercolor Co. to write down the actual times of my meetings, which is cute. I think normally I use the asterisks in her kit, but I think this kit, for whatever reason, there's normally like 6 asterisks, but I think that they were like, some of them were exclamation marks and some of them were something else, and I don't like when they aren't all the same symbol, if that makes sense. Okay, and then so Monday night we came back from Hawaii on Sunday night, like late. We got home at like midnight or something. So we had to go grocery shopping. We had no food. So we went on Monday night, and I used a flag from the kit and then a foiled grocery cart from Sticky Sloth Designs. And after that, oh no, you know what? Not after that, before that, I was like the Walking Dead, I swear, on Monday. Like I came into work just like so exhausted, and my boss at like 3 o'clock, he's like, "Are you done with all your meetings? You should go home. You look dead." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home now." So I came home and napped, which was really nice, like 2 hours early, once I was done with everything, because I think I got like, I don't know, like 3 hours of sleep or something insane, 4 hours of sleep the night before. And that girl is like the sick day girl from GP Sticker Studio, but I actually thought that she worked really well for napping. Okay, and then Tuesday was, I'm marking down September 11th. I've kind of mentioned this before, but I always really struggle marking down stuff as serious as September 11th or as somber as September 11th in my planner, because my planner tends to be so light and fun, but I also feel like I don't want to ignore that. Stuff like that necessarily. So what I tend to do is I'll put a heart and then like a script that says remember, and just mark it in that way. And I don't know, I think that's what works for me. I've seen people like post about that on Facebook and stuff too, that they struggle with that. So that's what I do. The heart is from White Deer Stationery, and the remember script, I want to say it's from Jackson Pepper, but I might be wrong about that. I'm not sure. And then I had 3 meetings on Tuesday. I marked them down in that quarter box, but I didn't actually like how I did that, so I ended up pulling that up in a bit. I also had to go pick up a pound of coffee at Pete's, because I was out from being in Hawaii. So I took a coffee cup from the kit to mark that. And I also painted my nails this evening. So I do this with this all the time. I love the Essie bottle that she includes in all of her kits, but I don't like that it says Manny, like the script Manny underneath it. So I always just cut that off and add that. And then I was actually going to use another icon from the kit, that like chef hat and cooking utensil icon, but I was like, you know what, 3 icons from the kit in one box, and just like having that be all that's in that box is a little bit much. So as cute as it is and as well as it matches the kit, I searched in my collection to try and use up some of my stickers, and I found this cute foiled apron in a kind of lavender pink color that matches really well from, I think that's from Rose Shadow Collection, or Rose Shadow, what's the name of, I want to say it's Rose Shadow Collection, I think that's right. And then I'm deciding that I don't like how I wrote down that I had 3 meetings, so I'm pulling that sticker up. I'm using, this is the matte paper from GP Sticker Studio. It's super soft and buttery, and it pulls up all right, so I didn't need undo or anything. And then so I'm again just marking the meetings with the bow and the asterisk, and even though I had 3 meetings, I only had room for 2 asterisks, so 2 of the meetings were the same kind of meetings that day. They were just for different projects, so I marked those together, and marked my 3rd meeting, which was a different kind of meeting, separate. And then moving on to Wednesday, I again just marked my meetings in the same way. I don't know if you can quite tell. I can tell in person, but on video you might not be able to tell. I'm actually using different colored bows from this White Deer Stationery sheet. I tried to pick up this pink one, and then I was like, nah, I should just use the kind of more cool toned colors, but they're kind of like a light bluish gray, I don't know, blue, gray, purple colors, but they're different. And yes, again, just marking my meeting the same way as the day before. And then what I really, really, really needed to do, just like a main priority for Wednesday, was catch up on my emails. I think when I came back from work, I had like literally hundreds of emails, and that's a problem. So I took a GP Sticker Studio girl in Alice. I guess I didn't record it, but I put her up there to mark that my main priority at work that day was just catching up on emails. And I think I even stayed kind of late just to like get my inbox down to a manageable size and get back to everybody that emailed me while I was gone. I also had to fill my clipper card after being gone, so I took one of these. These are new. This is the first time I'm using the new format from GP Sticker Studio, by the way, and I love it. It has these like new kind of, I want to say they're like slightly bigger than a little thing and smaller than a quarter box labels, and I really like them. And then I also took a push pin and labeled it on top of it, because I think those push pins are cute for just like to mark to-dos, I don't know. And then that evening, while I'm messing around, I really wanted to use one of these Desk Life stickers from GP Sticker Studio because I think they're really cool. I just love them and I love using them. I use them a lot for work from home days, but it didn't really fit in this box, so I was kind of fumbling around with a lot of my planner stickers, and I just ended up with this marble bow, again from GP Sticker Studio, and I layered it over a half box to mark that I filmed a plan with me, and I also did a voiceover, I want to say for a separate plan with me, because I don't have that I edited down. Not sure. But yeah, I marked it with the half box and the bow paperclip from GP Sticker Studio, and then that is the first half of the week. I love it. I think it turned out really pretty. I love all the silver foil, and I love how just like light and airy it is. On Thursday, I didn't do too much this day, so I had 3 meetings and I just kind of let them take up that entire first box, and then I also uploaded the video that I did the voiceover for the previous days. So I took this laptop from the kit. I love this laptop, and again, I just cut off the script that came with it, and I used a silver foiled script from Netty Designs to mark my upload. And then I had a super lazy night. I just, besides uploading the video, I just came back and relaxed at home and didn't do anything productive. So I marked it with one of these like square kind of post-it note looking stickers from the kit, which I love. And then that like eyelash pillow that's adorable is from my newest addiction, and I think that that's super cute. This was a bit of a mistake. So I actually, and it's a bummer because I think that it ended up looking super cute, but I'm so used to marking down my paydays on Friday that I took a flag from the kit and I trimmed it all down and I layered a payday sticker over it, and it looks super cute. And then I realized, oh, I'm not getting paid this week because I was on vacation last week, and what I really need to mark down and what I had put in my like everyday planner was I didn't have a payday this week as compared to normal weeks. So I ended up having to, at first I was like, okay, I'll just like salvage that flag and I'll salvage the payday sticker and whatever, I'll use it for something else, but I ended up ripping it, so I just tore the whole thing up. But I did go to Starbucks. A lot of times I like to treat myself to Starbucks on Friday, so I marked the Starbucks run with a cup from the kit because I had the mini kit and the full-size kit. I think I had 2 Starbucks cups, or coffee cups, which was nice. And then I had 2 meetings on Friday, which is a bummer. I hate having meetings on Fridays. Normally Fridays I'm like, okay, I can catch up on all the work that I actually have to do, because I feel like Monday through Thursday I'm just like in meetings and on the phone and answering emails all day, and then Friday I can like actually work. Also, if you hear someone yelling outside my apartment, there totally is, so sorry about that. It is late at night. I'm trying to be quiet, obviously. Steven's asleep, but there's like someone literally shouting. Okay, sorry. So Friday night, my sister came home. She graduated. She got her master's in London and she was home, so we went out to a celebratory dinner. I marked it with a half box and balloons from the kit, and then a heart from White Deer Stationery. We had a really great night out to dinner with my family and Steven and some of our good family friends. It was just such a fun dinner. I love, like, those are some of my, probably the closest people in my life, and it was just so great. They were so supportive too, helping us plan our engagement party, and they did so much work for our engagement party and gifted us like so much of the booze. I don't know, just a really lovely night. And then Saturday, we went shopping and we did a bunch of prep for my engagement party. So that girl is from GP Sticker Studio. I think it's the Mom Life girl, but we went to a craft store and we bought a bunch of like decorations to use for the party. I went with my mom and my sisters and my aunt. So we did that in the morning, and then we also all went out to lunch together. and we're just kind of like planning. It was super fun. It was just, everyone's so supportive. It was like just a great morning. And then after that, we were in Walnut Creek, which has great shopping. So I took a what's it called? A shopping bag from Sticky Sloth Designs to mark that we went shopping. We went to Sephora and Anthro. We looked at some wedding dresses. I didn't try anything on. And Nordstrom, a couple other stores. So it was a fun day. And then that evening, after all that, I came back and it was Steven's dad's birthday and his brother flew up from LA. So we went out, we went beer tasting at the Sierra Nevada Tap Room, which is like our favorite place to go. So that was super fun. Drink a lot of beer. I marked it with those balloons are from the Rose Color Day sampler, so I marked beer tasting with those balloons. And then we also went out to a birthday dinner at just like a beer and like pizza kind of place. So I marked that with a half box, and that happy birthday is from a My Newest Addiction and Planner Sophisticate sampler. It was a really fun night. Drank a lot, had a really good time. It was great. I'm so sorry if you can hear the yelling. I have no idea what's going on down there. Okay, so Saturday, one of my cousins was in town. He was driving up through California on his way to college, so we were so excited to see him, and I marked that with some suitcases from the kit. So that was great. He was able to stay at my parents' house for a night, and I drove over that morning, and I marked that down with a flag and a house from, I think, Simply Watercolor Co. to mark what time I went over there. And then all that day and into the evening, we went boating with my family. It was my family, my cousin went, he had one of his friends from college with him, and then another one of our family friends who we always go boating with, we met up with them out on the lake. They had a bunch of their family with them too, and it was just a really fun day. I went wakeboarding, and I did a lot of we drank a lot of wine, had a lot of beer. It was a really great day. So that, and I marked that with a girl from the kit. I actually wanted to use her to go to mark going to the farmer's market, but I didn't go to the farmer's market that day, so I was like, you'll be fine for voting. But yeah, this is my spread for this week. I think it turned out so well. I really love it. It's just so light and relaxing, and that's what I felt like I needed, was just like an easy week where I didn't have too much going on, where I could just relax and feel like okay, relaxing and like taking a nap, which I haven't taken a nap in forever, but just being kind of lazy. So yes, that's everything. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, I always hate to ask this, but I feel like lately because I stopped putting up videos for like a month, my YouTube has not been wanting to push my videos out. So you can, liking and commenting obviously always helps, and you can also subscribe to get notifications by hitting the bell if you so choose. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You can find me on Instagram too, planmoshplan. Okay, thanks guys, bye.